guys, welcome back. Hello everyone, welcome back to the new stream. Welcome back to a new episode. Yeah, today being Tuesday, and we are a bit late from our time. We usually start at 5 p.m. Dubai time. Yeah, that's GMT plus 4, right? Yeah, but that's around, this is almost some few minutes past 6, not 12, I mean to say. Yeah guys, so basically the last stream we did was based on React Native. Yeah, I haven't kind of like planned out the Flutter one we have been doing lately, so I haven't had time to actually look through what was remaining and what we have to kind of like do to complete the Flutter calculator app we are building. But I still remember that we are at the point where we want to integrate the multiplayer, the multiplayer side of it, whereby two people can be playing the games from different locations. I'm still planning it out. So yeah, so yeah, when that is done, I'll actually let you guys know when I'll be streaming that. For today, we'll be kind of like streaming more on adding search page, basically search functionality to the React Native gift store app we are building. And on top of that, also we'll be letting you guys know that the app is actually live right now. So if you know anyone who's in Dubai or your loved ones who is in need of gifts, actually guys, you can get it from the app. And also if you want to sell your products on the app, maybe gift items, you know anyone who will be interested in selling their product on the platforms, get like gift items, so you can actually link the person to the platform also. Basically here's the Instagram for the app. So let me get this, so take this off. Come on. And what do you guys think about the last stream? Basically the filter functionality we added to the app. What's your thought on it? Do you think there's other stuff we could have added to the filter functionality to actually make it much robust for the users to actually filter based on different criteria? I think right now we already added I think should be around 3 or 4 criteria we added. I'm not too sure anymore, but around that range. So we can actually get that from here. Yeah, so guys, here's the Instagram page, so you guys can actually go ahead and follow this up. So there's the Instagram page for the app, and here is one of the launch video that we made for the app also. So you can actually get the app from App Store. It's actually live now on App Store and also on Android, which is Play Store, right? Yeah, but yeah, we are looking for sellers, and anybody that wants to sell gift items on the platform can actually register and join and get their products sold and still get your money back. So the whole payment system is already integrated in the app for those of you who have been with me, be with us on this stream. I think that's basically it so far. And also the YouTube channel, we have actually created a YouTube channel for it. What's the name for the YouTube channel? YouTube should be switch then get over here. Okay, yeah, and here's the YouTube channel, so you guys can actually check it out. And basically the launch video is already there on the YouTube channel, so also subscribe to the channel and share the video with everybody you know. And the Apple, you can also find it on Apple. I think you can actually get the link for the YouTube itself, because I know I added that on Apple Store. Oh my goodness, this doesn't even look like a URL. You can actually get it from here. So this should be the Apple link. Yeah, so here's how the app looks like on Apple Store. So I already added everything, but or the whole section is already added. And on Android Store should look like this, or like this. Yeah, so on Android Store you can actually find the app this way. So this is what the app looks like on Android Store, and most of the stuff I'll be showing you guys already here today is what I've already incorporated inside the app. The feature is already inside the app, so that's it. Yeah, so let's get back to work and kind of like go through what we'll be doing. So right now in our app, and one more thing, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe, hit the subscription button. And what did I do? Yeah, hit the subscription button, and also the bell button to be notified on whenever new videos will be dropping on YouTube. And also let's get the channel to 1K subs before the month's end. That's what I'm wishing, guys. So help me to get a subscriber, but not subscriber button, I mean the subscribers, the YouTube subscribers to 1K. Yeah, so right now in our app, if you kind of like type in something here, nothing works. So let's say we want to search for a flower. One of these flowers is called rose. So let's say we want to search for those flowers, or any of the flower that has the name rose in our app. I think for some reason this is not actually working. Yeah, it's not working. Even if you tap on this, okay, it doesn't work. So let's go ahead and fix that. So one way to actually fix that, so for those of you who joined the last stream or who have watched the last stream we did, we actually had this functionality we added where we call the filter functionality, right over here. So the filter functionality is right here. So we are filtering depending on the price. If you filter through the price, the high price, you have the product showing up from the highest price to the lowest price, and you can actually filter based on low price also, and you can actually have the product show from the low price all the way to down below, show the product that's actually low price, and also have the rated based on rating. But right now the reason why nothing is showing up because none of the products we have has a very big rating, so that's why we can actually find a product that has a good rating. So that's the whole point of it. But if you actually want to actually get the rating one to work, if you take a look, it's none of this product has a rating, so this is 0.5. So you can actually decide to keep on increasing the ratings on the app. So you can do that for any of the products you like to get the ratings up, and then thereby you can be able to filter based on ratings. So yeah, that's it for the previous lesson but stream. Well, for now today we just focus on the search functionality. So here's our home page. So I have the home page right here. Come on. Yeah, and we have the filter, set filter function. Did we actually use it here? Okay, we didn't use it here, so that was used on the view details page. So I'm gonna copy some stuff from here. So one of them will be show filter and set filter. Copy this functionality and then head over to that's not the one, so this is the one we are looking for. So I'm going to copy this, then head over to this place, home page, and paste the code somewhere right below here, and we are going to import this. And next over here I'm going to say that should be somewhere for the search bar. So these are search bar, and inside the search bar we have something like value and unchanged, and then so this will actually have accept a function, and we have unchanged test, which also needs a function also to be passed inside it. Okay, so let's kind of like go through this on what should be added in there. Let's see. Let's see. So we have set filter and search filter, and I'm going to create a use state function, basically a use state hook here. Call a use state hook here. I'm going to call that to be search test. So we are going to name that to be search test, and then call the search test, and instead of being empty string, change spelling to imported from React. So okay, we're having an issue, so that's basically due to what we have here. So in here, the next stuff we need to do is to pass in a function. So I'm going to pass in a function, and the function is going to return a value. And in there, once the function returns a value, I'm going to call set search test to be that value that the function returns. So yeah, there we go. So we set the test to be that value that the function returns in here, which actually can be of any type, or should actually be only of type string and not the type of any. So we still need to fix that on the search component itself. So the next will be in here. So I'm going to pass another function that's going to return a value, and I'm going to say do this return a value? Yeah, it returns a value. So I'm going to say this should be equal to, not actually equal to, but I should call that equal to, basically a function, arrow function. So inside I'm going to say set filter option, and this filter option is going to be a test. So it's expecting an argument was not provided. Okay, let's provide the argument. So that should come in from search test dot trim. So we are going to remove any white spaces from the search field, and then we are going to use that to search. So set filter options to be this, and once that is done, next we are going to navigate, use navigation to navigate to detail screen, so the view detail screen. So I'm going to copy some stuff over, replace what should be what we already have here with the right stuff that should be here. So this should be the screen we should be navigating to, is called view or product. So I'm going to go ahead and save this right now, and let's give this a try. I think before we do that, let's go ahead to the state folder where we are doing all our state management. So in here, so we have these filter options that we are using in the home screen, and right now the default test is none, and we are saying once that is being changed or any other stuff, we are going to use selector to get the appropriate stuff. So we are saying if the search word is not none, it's not high price, it's not low price, not high rating, go ahead and filter based on whatever that is included in our filter, which should be this, yeah, filter option in here. So the text that is filtered there, so we are going to be matching it based on the name of the product, or based on the name of the gift items we have here. If flower name dot include lowercase, so we set everything to be lowercase or includes filter dot to lowercase, basically the text has been passed in that we are going to use to filter, convert it to lowercase and use it to check if any of stuff in here is matching that. But there's other ways to actually go through this to do it better. You can actually use for loop, or there's other mechanism you can actually use for those filter functionality. If you want to go big, you can actually use platform libraries like libraries or packages like Elasticsearch and all those stuff. But for now, we'll be doing this manually using JavaScript like this. So let's go ahead and test this. I'm gonna say over here search with the rows, so one of these items, so that's kind of like takes us immediately to this page, so that shouldn't be well. So if you tap any server stuff here, okay, let's go ahead and restart this. Go ahead and type in here. Okay, that's bad. So we have some issues that we need to fix. So on change tests, okay, I see what we are doing wrong. So on change test should be changed to, because we are using our change test, whenever there's changes here, this is actually taking us to the new page. So that's not the plan we had for it. So we use that there, and this should be used on submit. So I think we need to add the on submit functions to it. So let's go back to this function, to this component where we created it. Inside the component, we need to create a function called onSubmit that should be called whenever the user taps on this icon. So that function, we need to create it outside here. I'm going to call the function onSubmit. Not onSubmit edit. So basically onSubmit search. Yeah, similar search. It's going to be optional, and then it's going to return null and returns nothing. And now we need to use that function right in here. So I'm going to say whenever this is being called, go ahead and call props dot onSubmit search. So that should work. And if I go ahead to the home page right now, here's our home page, and then tap on that function we created on submit search. Now there we go. So because it doesn't return any stuff, so we're gonna create an arrow function, and it doesn't accept any value. So basically whenever that is called, we do this, and whenever there's unchanged text, we do this one. So go ahead and save this again. Let's give this a try again. So tap over here, let's search for rose flower. So you see that's working, but for some reason it's like something is blocking this from actually. Okay, that's strange. Filter submit, and okay, let's see, search. Nope. Sign out. So let's see, search test, set search test. Okay, whenever that is called, we are having recoil state. We are getting set filter function from recoil state. Okay, what else is actually showing this error that we're having right now? Okay, let's console log something out here. So I'm gonna log value. Let's see the value that has been typed in. Head on and run this, review this. Okay, let's go ahead again, open this up, try typing some stuff. So whenever this receives an input, the whole app is being rebuilt. Okay, that's bad. That's not what we're expecting. Okay. Okay guys, come on. So we actually the one introducing the bug ourselves without actually doing the needful. So if you actually take a look, you actually notice that something is wrong, and that's due to we not being careful with what we are doing. And if you take a look right here, value, so this value is still being empty, so that's why this is rebuilding, but it is not rebuilding with any value in it. So that's why we are, if you tap on this, nothing is actually showing up there. So that should be fixed by actually saying value is equals to search test. So save that. Now we can be able to see the test we typed in. So let's go ahead and restart this. I'm going to restart the whole app. So restart, that should be refresh, right? Yeah. So let's go ahead and type rose flower. So we need a rose flower in there. So once we have that, I'm going to say search. And you see this will take us to a page, this page, whereby it's going to show us a product that matches this particular search item. In this case, we have rose flower. If you go back, let's see, if you take a look, you see that's only one that is actually matching our search filter. So the one that has rose flower is one matching. This is called Oscar flower, this is called citrus, this is called lily, but this is the only one that is matching our search filter, which has rose flower. But let's use a general word that's going to be matched by lots of items in our app. So I'm going to use flower. That's called flowers, right? Yeah, I think that, yeah, that's called flowers. So I'm going to say search, and it is turning two products. So right now we have two gifts items that has flowers at the end, or flowers in their names, because our search only kind of like searches using the name of the product and nothing else. So we are matching the searches based on the name of the gift items we have. So if you take a look, the remaining two gift items doesn't have flower text in their name. So that's the reason we are able to actually have these two show up. So let's say we are searching for citrus flower. Citrus, I don't know if there's any flower called citrus. I'm not too sure, but let's search for that. But in our product we have it, so I'm the one that gave you the name. I don't even know if there's actual flower called citrus, but if there's any of them, so you guys should actually correct me, but I don't know. So yeah, we have the citrus flower, so it's returning one product at the moment. and we can actually search for lily, because I know there's one called lily. There's a actual flower called lily. So let's go with lily. Say any of these words. So go to search, and you take you to this page whereby returning the product that has that particular name or something like that. And if you go much further, I can actually go to use the filter option. Let's say filter product based on high price, still returns more product for you. That's cool. And you can actually go back to the filter with low price, it returns more products. And you can return search for filter with high rating, and nothing's been returned because there's no high rating. And you go ahead and create the filters, and the whole stuff returns to default by returning the whole available gift items we have in the app. So that's basically it for the search functionality that I wanted to add on the stream today. I think that's it. I don't know, I don't think there's any other stuff we can actually work on at the moment, because that's what I wanted to do, right? I wanted to do today. So you guys, if you have any question, you can actually go ahead and ask me your questions. For a few minutes we have, can actually use that to discuss and kind of like go through what you guys think, your questions and other stuff. So yeah. Like I said, if this is your first time joining us live or streaming with us, please do subscribe to the channel, and let's get the channel numbers growing and get the subscriber counts growing as well. So I'm looking towards to having at least 1K subscriber by the end of the month. So guys, let's make that happen. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, so this is basically it for today. We have, so currently right now in the app, you have the filter function working, we have the search function working. What else are we missing? I don't think we are missing any other stuff. Let's see, because this actually, we actually fixed this the other day. Yeah, we fixed this, so this was working. Next we could actually look into is, okay, we have this working as well. So we implemented a checker, so the checker is actually working. So I know we handled that by ourselves. And also we have the listing page. Okay, yes, guys, we can actually go ahead and see if we can actually implement a feature whereby the user can be able to log out, because right now we don't have logout functionality. The user cannot log out from the app. Also, we can actually be able to allow the user to delete their account if they want. I'm going to show you guys how to do that on this stream, how to delete your account, how to log out from your app also, or basically how to log a user out from the app, and then reset the authentication token that was sent to you by Amplify AWS, because we are using AWS for our backend. Most of you already know that we are using AWS, so I'm going to show you guys how to actually achieve that also. I hope this stream is actually working, because I'm not actually keeping track of every one of them. Okay, I see that Twitch is fine. LinkedIn is also fine. I'm not too sure about YouTube. I can actually check it out, see if YouTube is working. Yeah, looks like, yeah, the YouTube channel is actually working. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and implement one of these features. Maybe in the next stream we actually implement the other one, but for now let's try to get one of these on board. I'm gonna create a screen, another screen. I'm gonna call that let's take a look, call that user edit. No, user edit. So I'm going to create another screen, create a new folder, call the folder profile page in here. So let's create a new folder, and the folder will be called profile page. Yeah, there we go. And inside the profile page, I'm going to create a new file. I'm going to call that settings page. Yeah, settings page. dot txx basically, and I'm gonna say in here it's a React functional component. Next, I'm gonna copy some code over. We don't need to do much, just copy the code over, just explain what that is doing. I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna import everything we have here, and then in here I'm gonna create style sheets I'm going to use for fix all the style problem that we're having. So say style sheet. Once we have that imported, I'm going to say constant style sheet in there, and then I think it makes sense to actually copy the style sheet over instead of doing that by hand. So let's remove this. I'll replace it with what we just copied. So this is our style so far for the design we have for this view that we created right here. And next is just to fix this one. So I have navigation, so constant navigation, that should be equals to use navigation. Yeah, that's equals to use navigation. And next, so far so right now I'm going to comment these two out so we won't have any issues, but we need to be able to add this, register this as a navigation, as a new page, so we can be able to navigate to it. So inside our app.txx, so we are going to register this as a page itself. So in here I'm going to say this should be called settings page. So what we have here, go ahead and import this and then save this. And now I want to navigate. Whenever someone taps on this, I want to take the person to the settings page, and that should be from profile page right here. And the button that we want to tap on is called settings button, which is this. And we are saying when someone taps on that, we want to navigate to a page called settings page. So I'm going to format this and save whatever we have so far. Right now, let's try that. So let's tap on this. You see the user has been taken to that settings page we created, and here's our settings page. So let's dive deep into it. So first of all, I created a view, which you guys already know, a parent component called view, and I added a style called styles.container, which will have here styles.container. I'm using flex so that you should actually take the available space here, and then padding vertical. So padding vertical from here all the way to here. So no, padding vertical from here, and padding 20 and 50 pixels at the bottom, 50 at the top, 50 at the bottom. So we also have padding horizontal, which is from here all the way to here. That's what we added. And in there we added another wrapper called button wrapper, which is basically for this top bar, which has a button that goes back, and again a text that says settings. And next, inside it, we are going to first of all add this button for signing a user out. So what happened right now, I'm gonna comment this all stuff out and basically comment this one, then wait for this only. So first of all, let's go ahead and add what's missing. So there's something called is_out. Probably that's a use state that we added to actually monitor if the user is already registered in our app. Basically, if the user is already authenticated, which means if the user has already logged into our app, so we can decide to be able to show them the logout section. Add to missing and set that to be boolean of type and set that to be false as default, right? In there I'm going to use a use states function. Also, I'm going to copy those and paste them in here. So we are doing this to actually not waste much of time in the stream. So we have a use state that has a function called is authenticated, and we are setting this to empty because we want this use state to run once. And in here we are having a sign out function we are going to use, and is authenticated we are calling inside here is going to check if the user is currently authenticated. If they are authenticated, set the auth is auto true, else set is auto false. We are using a child cache to cache any issues that happens, something like that. It can actually decide to show the user an error, but in this case we don't want to show the user any error. Basically set this to be false. Then we have this clear store, which we are using in the sign-out. So whenever someone wants to sign out, first of all clear the local store and then call auth.signout to sign the user out, and then navigate to the sign-in screen. And if there's error, show the console log the error at the moment, but it will actually be great to actually let the user know there's an error. In this case, I'm going to say alert dot import the alert statements updates, and I'm going to say in here error signing out. So that should be the error we are going to show the user to let them know something went wrong. And in that case, we are going to be able to use the sign out right now, and we are calling the sign out in this function right here, which is has sign out. Pressing this, we're saying sign out. So let's go ahead and save this. Yeah, so you see the sign out button showing up. So if you tap on this will basically actually sign us out immediately. So let's test that out. Tap on this, you see we are actually being signed out of the app. If you want to check if this is true, so I'm going to go ahead and restart this app and then go to this. You see we are actually being signed out. We can't use the app anymore, so I need to sign in. To sign in, I'm going to say sign in with a username, which is Kelvin. And over here remember our password, which is TVUO0247. I see you actually remember this. Yeah, so that's our password. I'm gonna use that to sign in. There we go. So we have an issue, says wish list of shopping cart error. So actually I have to fix that. So that's basically from our home screen. So we are calling something called wish list over here in our home screen, which is currently right now is not available. That's why we're throwing that error. So we have to use check if it's available before even doing anything. Okay, I think this is the case here. So I'm gonna add this stop ternary should not shake at the end over there. So right now if I save this, so here we are, we can actually be able to see the app. So I'm going to restart the app again. So there we go. So right now we are not being logged out, so we can actually use the app at the moment because we didn't log ourselves out anymore. So if you go to the settings, you can actually decide to log out again the same way we logged out previously, and that's it for logging out. But what if you want to actually be able to delete the user's account? I think I should do that. So let's see if we have much time. So yeah, I think there's nothing much to do, if only to uncomment this app. We already have this custom button added inside our app. Next is actually to fix one of this stuff. So I'm going to have a use state called is disabled to monitor this, another function called handle delete accounts, and let's work on that. So I'm going to copy the function handle delete accounts and paste it here, and I'm going to take you guys through what that is doing. And also if you are using any backend, that's still the same way to work. If you are using Node.js, typical normal Node.js backend, so you just need to find a way. You just need to be able to reset the user tokens saved in the user that you are actually saving in the user device, and also expire it, so make it to be expired or something like that. So that's how to do that with Node.js. Also, if you need to create the user's database and all those stuff, so you can actually do that too. But right now we're gonna create this use state called is delete. So let's go ahead and do that. So right in here, paste this, delete this part of the code. So is deleting, which we are having this show up here, is deleting start being true, and we are going to check if the user is authenticated before doing any other stuff. If the user is authenticated, go ahead and delete the user data in the database. So every model for the user is linked to this particular model called user data model, and we're going to check for the one where the user ID is corresponding to that what we have in our database, and delete that both on local store and also on the cloud. So we are deleting it in two places, both the local store and on the cloud. So I'm going to bring this because right now it's showing us that it couldn't recognize this. I'm going to import that. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. So that error goes away. So like I said, delete that, and let's again delete the user in the auth part of the amplify. So basically the authenticated part whereby you created the user credential for logging in, password, all those stuff. So go ahead and delete the auth details for our user. Next, clear the whole local storage for whatever the user have done so far in their local phone or something like that. Clear the local storage. Then set is deleting to false, and then navigate the user to the sign-in screen to actually start, maybe create a new account or something like that. If there's an error, console log us the error and also show the user there's error, something happened. Maybe they can try again, or they can contact the support team, and also set the is deleting to false. So that's basically how this works, both on production app. That's how you do it. So right now, next stuff I'm basically going to do is to, I don't want to delete this account. I want to be using this account for testing, so I should go ahead and delete it. But if you want to check this out, what I'm going to do is going to basically go ahead and, where is it again? Go ahead and log out. We go and log out, yeah, and then sign up a new user with a dummy email account or something like that. So I don't know, but sign up a new user. I'm going to call the user to be Kevin, I think so. What about John? So call the user John, because we have used Kevin a lot. The email address I'm going to use, let's see if I have any email address that we're going to use for this scenario. I think I found one, so I'm going to use that email address right here, paste it, and then password. So we are still going to use our normal password, TVUO247. Then we have the hash sign, which is TVUO247 hash. Then agree to the terms and conditions, which the user have already go through. If the user have gone through the terms and conditions, then after that go back, agree to it, because if you don't agree to it, you won't be able to register. You see, please accept the terms and conditions. So once that is accepted, so go ahead and sign the user up. Yeah, there we go. So once the user is signed up, it's going to tell us to add a code that's been sent to the user to verify the user account. So I'm going to copy the code that's been sent to me and then paste the code right here, and then go ahead and verify this user. Okay, we have an issue. User data, the picture URL is not available. So that's because we are trying to use something that's not available and doesn't exist on the user profile page. That's basically over here. So we should have actually fixed this from the onset, but we didn't actually factor that in. But right now we are having so much error based on that. So over here in the user profile page, what is it? So we have this, so say user data, the profile picture, and where is this called? User data, the profile picture. Because I know now we already fixed this somewhere. Okay, so console.log the user data. Okay, I see somewhere we use this in a console log statement. We use it in a console log statement, and where is that? Okay, yeah, that's it here. So I'm gonna basically add that. Yeah, so that basically it, console log user data. So I'm gonna add this null value there, null shake there. So that's going to work. And there we can actually see that now we have a user called John. So John is the new user we registered. John is the new user we registered, and now I can go ahead and delete John. So I could say delete accounts. So we want to delete John. So if you tap on this, then this will go ahead and delete John and takes us to outside. So if you go ahead and try to sign John in, So this is John. So let's go ahead and sign John in with our password TVUO247, then have the hash sign at the back. Remember me, then go ahead and sign in. Now you're gonna see user does not exist. So John currently right now doesn't exist in our database, and this is where we call it a day for today. And if you are looking for John, know that John is no longer existing in our database. You can actually try to create a new account for John. I'm just kidding, guys. But yeah, we can just create a new account for John, and if you want to be able to see John signed into our app, create a new account for John, and then John will be signed in using our new account. And yeah, I think that's it. So let me guys know if you actually grab something from today's stream. So we're able to we did a lot of stuff today. So we were able to fix the search page, allow the users to search through their app or products using the search functionality, the search bar or something like that. And we were able to log a user out, add a logger functionality to log users out. And we also added a functionality to be able to delete the user accounts entirely. So why I added this, because this is very important. So I had an issue when I was trying to be able to get the app to be accepted on Apple Store, because Apple kind of like reviewers actually gave me a tough time with that part. I forgot that my app didn't have a way to actually delete the user credential, which is actually important. When you're creating an app, you should actually give the user access to be able to delete their whole information you have with them in your app, or unless you want to face a lawsuit. If you want to face a lawsuit, you can actually go ahead and leave it there. But even if you don't add it, there's no way your app will be approved. For those who are thinking of getting their app approved on iOS, they won't approve your app until you add that. So you have to add a functionality where they can be able to delete the user entirely from your app or from your database without any of their stuff existing there. So that's why I added that, and that helped me to get my app approved by the app reviewers in Apple Store. So yeah, important. And also I added that. So that's the reason why I decided to actually show you guys that one too, and how to add that in your app. And this actually how to add it in a production app. There's no difference here, because this is how I did it on my own production app that I need to add or improve on. So let me know in the comment section, also on the chat section, and also on my social media handles, Instagram, TikTok. We have TikTok channel, TikTok, LinkedIn, and other places. I'll be there waiting for you guys. But yeah, that's it. So if you think there's any other stuff we're missing, just let me know. And if there's none, so see you guys next time, probably tomorrow. I might be able to have something to stream tomorrow, or we can actually go back to streaming Flutter. Flutter apps. Because there's a whole lot of stuff we haven't done with Flutter. So see, kind of like thinking that out. And if you want to join my private students, whereby I teach students how to build product ready apps and something like that platform, so you can actually join my Patreon where I have students and something like that. So see you guys over there also too, and also for everyone, have a nice day. See you guys next time. Thank you for joining.